There is something most veterans rarely say out loud. When someone thanks us for our service, we appreciate it. But deep down, many of us are thinking the same thing. I did my job, but I served alongside people who showed me what real courage actually looks like. I am not a hero. I simply had the privilege of knowing some. That's why I know Canada has unfinished business. If there is one act in modern Canadian military history that represents the very definition of extraordinary courage, it is what Private Jess Larochelle did in Pashmul, Afghanistan on October 14th, 2006. His story deserves to be remembered, not just by veterans, but by every Canadian. That day, an RPG attack devastated 9 platoons' position. 2 Canadian soldiers, Sergeant Darcy Tedford and Private Blake Williamson, were killed. Others were badly wounded. Jess Larochelle was among them. He had a broken back, fractured vertebrae in his neck, a detached retina, a blown eardrum, and had been knocked unconscious. When he came to, he was half blind, partially deaf, and surrounded by chaos. Most people couldn't even imagine standing. Just dragged himself to the remaining C6 machine gun and began defending his platoon. When the ammunition was gone, he fired 15 M72 rockets, holding off an enemy force estimated at 20 to 40 Taliban fighters until help arrived. He saved the lives of the wounded men behind him. That isn't simply exceptional service. It is the very definition of conspicuous bravery in the presence of the enemy, the standard upon which the Victoria Cross exists. In 1993, Canada created its own Victoria Cross. It was a statement that we would recognize extraordinary Canadian courage on our own terms. Yet, more than 3 decades later, not one Canadian Victoria Cross has ever been awarded. Former Chief of the Defense Staff General Rick Hillier has publicly stated that the original recommendation for Jess Larochelle was incomplete and that he believed Jess merited the Victoria Cross. More than 66,000 Canadians have supported petitions calling for his case to be reviewed. An independent review process is now being established. That is an important step, but the final step still remains. Canada is increasingly defining its own place in the world. Part of that means having the confidence to recognize our own heroes when history demands it. This isn't about glorifying war. It's about honoring selfless service, sacrifice, and the values we claim to stand for. Jess Larochelle never asked for recognition. He carried the physical and psychological weight of that day until his passing in 2023. Now, the least we can do is ensure history remembers him properly. As veterans, many of us ended our service knowing we had served beside extraordinary people. Private Jess Larochelle was one of those people. It's time Canada did the right thing. It's time to award him the Canadian Victoria Cross.